Wow, The Matrix 3. I watched The Matrix 3. We did it. The Matrix is over. I've been so torn because I keep thinking about it like, man, the first one, greatest movie of all time.
First one's a classic. It's so good.
The second one, horniest movie of all time.
It's good. It's got its moments.
The third one,
It's fine.
I don't know what to call it. It's not the anythingest of all time. It's the most existing. It certainly does be there, I guess.
Nihilist.
Oh my god.
The most nihilist Matrix
it's so
movie.
low on Neo.
There's no Neo in the movie.
They basically removed all of the Neo from the movie.
He was in a long car ride the entire movie.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Oh,
Are you back?
Hey.
Hey guys. Yeah, we could hear you that whole time. So
Yeah, I figured.
yeah, just suddenly you were talking over us about how you couldn't hear us. It was really good audio content, so I hung up on you. And now we're back. I am talking about The Matrix.
Woo!
Should we just start
Yeah, we
over
can
and
hear you
talk from the
again.
beginning about the Matrix, or just
I didn't hear what you just said.
should we start over and talk about the beginning of the Matrix?
Nothing to start over about. The Matrix 3. Domino, react.
I'm gonna start off by saying I have not seen a single Matrix movie, including the first one. So this is funny as hell.
All right, you just go to sleep
Well,
for a
you-
little bit.
Yeah.
You take a nap.
So,
All right, you just take a nice little breather, you know, saying eat a Reese's.
Oh, okay.
so you've officially started from the top of the hill and tumbled all the way
Yes.
straight into a pit.
Yes.
That's the Matrix 3.
All I really said before we got you guys back is the first one's the greatest movie of all time. The second one's the horniest movie of all time. The third one is not the most anythingest of all time. I can't tell you anything. Like, it just exists.
Just a movie.
And it's so Neo-less. Like, the whole middle of the movie, I was just sitting there on the couch like, where the fuck is Neo?
He was on a long car ride.
Like,
He was
I
busy.
feel like at least 2 hours of this 2-hour, 9-minute movie is just dudes standing around in big robot suits shooting at an impossible amount of sentinels. That's it. That's like all that's going on. For it feels like the whole fucking movie.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of that. It could have been shorter. The movie started off good. The movie started off pretty cool, a lot of action. It felt like, oh shit, they're gonna get to the action now. It felt like
Oh yeah, no. I at the beginning of the movie, I was telling Dave, like, I think this one's gonna be better than the second one. Cause in the beginning I was liking it a lot more. Cause I thought the locations were more visually interesting. I liked the shots. Like, I liked the look of it. I liked him being trapped in the subway. I originally wasn't down for the idea of, oh, they gotta go get Neo back. But then the place where Neo was interesting. And then the train man thing, me and Dave were so excited for the train man. That sucked.
nothing happened.
Nothing happens with it. They literally do nothing with it.
Yeah,
he never
that's it.
fights the train man. The train man doesn't even ever appear again.
They introduce a strong guy. He punches Neil in the chest, and that's it.
And then that's it. And then Trinity just goes and gets him. And then, like, that's it. Like, they got Neo back so much faster than I was expecting.
Oh yeah, he just appears.
Yeah, no, they just kind of get Neo back, like, really fast.
Yeah. It was
And I
funny.
was like, oh, that's weird. Well, all right, cool. We got Neo back. Let's fucking get going. And then somehow they get rid of Neo. There's somehow, now that they get Neo back, there's somehow less Neo than ever. Like, it's so stupid. Oh, man. There's at least like 3 cool things in it. The best part of the whole movie is actually during the 2-hour stretch in the middle where you're screaming, "Where's Neo?" And it's just robot men fighting an impossible amount of robots for forever. It's the girl whose name I don't remember now.
Niobe.
Niobe. She's in the ship with Morpheus and the guy whose name I don't remember. And she's just piloting the fuck out of it through the machine lines and shit. And they cut to her at one point, as they keep doing throughout the whole dock battle sequence. And she does like a big turn or whatever. And she goes, shit, she's got a fat ass. And that's the best part of The Matrix 3.
It's so funny.
That shit caught me very off guard. And I was like, that's good shit. That's the best part of all of The Matrix 3. Other than that, all the things that seem like they should or would be cool don't go anywhere, because all that shit was in the beginning. Like, I thought all that was very interesting, and Neo being locked away, I was like, oh man, this is how are they gonna get out of this? Turns out Trinity just points a gun at him and is like, get him out, and they're like, fuck it, okay. Like, what? it just happens, and then they just let him out. That's it.
Yep.
Let him loose. Neo basically has like one fight in the whole movie, which fucking sucks.
It's half good.
It's okay, but it's like the old. This is a problem that I've talked about with Dragon Ball many times, where I prefer the Dragon Ball movies from pre-Super Saiyan because they actually had to do kung fu. Like, Goku had to fight motherfuckers. Once he becomes Super Saiyan, it's just a lot of flying around and doing crazy stuff, and they're just super fast. And that's what the battle is with Agent Smith. There's very little kung fu. It's just a lot of them falling and hitting each other in the sky and flying around in the rain. They do the thing where they hit each other and the rain goes flying away. They do that shit like 5 or 6 times. They love that idea. Like, they do it the first time and you're like, oh, badass. But then they just keep doing it over and over, and it's like, okay, I get it. Like, so yeah, Neo has one fight, and it's probably his shittiest fight in all 3 Matrixes. His other fight is like half a fight. He like human drunk bar fights a dude in the dark and then gets his eye shot out and goes blind for the rest of the movie. Fuck The Matrix 3. It's the dumbest shit in the world. God, I hated it. I hated fucking Trinity dying was dumb and a waste of my time. I was like, if you're gonna kill, why didn't we just kill her in the last one then? Fucking Trinity's kind of badass in this one, but I was like, man, fucking just kill Trinity a movie ago. If we're gonna just kill her now out of nowhere, fuck it. Like, what do we need her for now?
Yeah, it'd probably been cooler killer in the last one. This one, Neo's full badass.
Yeah, fucking Neo is out there for revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, Neo going to the Machine City and talking to the fucking robot face was stupid.
Yeah, the robot face looked like a giant baby.
Yeah, the giant fucking robot face
Stupid
was
baby
stupid.
face.
It sucked. And then, yeah, like fucking, and then like Neo just like what does he do? Just die? Even if he doesn't, like he's fucking blind. Like, what are we doing with Neo now? Why are they making a Matrix 4? How?
I was about to say, so what is Matrix 4?
Yeah, I already was wondering that. Now that I saw Matrix 3, I was so confused when that movie ended. Like, what the fuck are we doing? What do you mean? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, see what happens.
I don't want
You have a
to.
while to find out.
We have to.
I know I have
You're
to, but I
gonna.
don't want to.
Yeah, you're gonna.
It sucks. But yeah, I'm a Matrix stan now, so I gotta go see the newest Matrix. I want to watch
Oh.
Animatrix. Next week I'll
Yeah,
talk
I was
about
about to say, yeah,
Animatrix.
I was just about to tell you to see Animatrix.
I've seen
There's some
Animatrix.
good stuff in there.
No, I've seen Animatrix before, but it's been a long time, and I want to watch it again.
Yeah, I remember like half of them being like really good and the other half being like whatever.
That's pretty much how I remember
they're
it
so
too.
short. It's just like it's nothing sufferable because they're so short.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Is that
remember
some
all
of them are
being
really
good.
cool, and that some of them are just okay, but they're all really short, so like it's whatever. Yeah, I'll watch that, and then we'll talk about it next week. I don't know. I'm gonna keep dragging out Matrix content every week if I can. I'm gonna play like a Matrix video game for the week after next
I was
week.
gonna say there's one
there's
video
some-
game.
There's some funny ass Matrix
Actually,
video
the
games
Matrix.
out there.
Yeah, what's
Enter the Matrix for the GameCube is
yeah,
badass.
Enter the Matrix for the GameCube. I don't think
Yeah,
you were
you
really
remember
streaming
it
with
being
me
badass?
at that time. But I played it like a year and a half ago when I was emulating games a bunch. And I played it on stream one night. I was playing something else, and I went on a break, and I came back, and I had my leather trench coat and everything on, and I started playing The Matrix. And it's not nearly as cool as you remember it being. It's rough, but it was okay. Like it kind of sucked, but I was like, It's a little fun, I guess.
I mean, you can like dive through the air and do
You
slow
can
mo
jump.
stuff. So
You can jump.
Yeah, you can definitely jump in it.
can
Yeah, no, you
jump.
can jump and you
And
can
you
like
can
run on a
flip.
wall a little bit. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
funny.
can
Yeah, I
jump.
remember you telling me that. I remember you
I
saying
don't
that.
remember if I saw that stream.
Me neither. Yeah, it's the Matrix content. Huge fan of the Matrix. I liked the fight when when they walked into a room and they pull out guns, and the first reaction of the other people in the room is every single enemy in the room jumps on the ceiling.
Yeah, that was really funny. I was like, "What are you guys jumping on the ceiling for? It just started."
I love that whole fight because all the bad guys stay on the ceiling the whole fight, and all I'm thinking is, why besides it's cool? Like, what is the actual combat application of, oh shit, bad guys just came on our elevator. All right, everybody. And then they all jump and stand on the ceiling and start shooting at them. And it's just a normal gunfight, but half of the people are on the ceiling.
Yep, half of them upside down. That's it.
And that's it. And I was just like, why besides it's cool? Like, what? Imagine being one of those dudes. Was that what they were like trained to do? Like, if bad guys ever come in here, make sure you all jump on the ceiling immediately.
Well, see, it could be cool if, like sneaking around, like if it didn't do it right away. Someone jumps in the room, you start shooting
That's why
them.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Like, why was it the strategy?
They
Why
did
is that
they
their
did,
battle
Yeah,
plan?
they did it right away.
Yeah,
and
no,
I'm
that's
like,
the-
oh,
the
that's cool.
second-
Don't do it right away, though.
Yeah, no, the second combat is initiated, they are fucking on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even shoot guns yet. They basically pull them out and jump on the ceiling instantly.
Yeah, no, it's stupid.
But that was a pretty
Yeah,
funny
nothing
gunfight.
bad has ever happened to the Boys Night In podcast. Nothing fucked up or weird or strange or
You
unusual
can't hear us again?
has ever happened.
No, we're probably fine. Matrix gunfights kind of suck.
Hey, I feel that.
Domino, do you feel that way?
Matrix gunfights suck.
A little bit.
I've never. There's not really like any good about like the actual like guns. It's just dodging bullets. That's the cool part.
Well, yeah, no, they just usually don't even do anything. Most of
Yeah.
the gunfights are just somebody leans around a wall or a pillar or whatever and shoots a whole clip at a wall or pillar, and then like one bullet will hit a dude and that dude falls down. And it's just that over and over till the gunfight ends.
All the gunfights in the first, everything about the first movie was badass.
The gunfights are better in the first one, but the gunfights in the third one, it's like the same gunfight. They're just on the ceiling.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is like an identical gunfight to the first gunfight in the first one when they're in the like lobby or whatever, and it's
Yeah.
Trinity and Neo. I'm like, this is the same shit. It's just people ducking behind pillars and shooting whole clips of SMGs. Like,
Yeah.
that's all they do.
Yeah, no, it was the same like form, but
And it's like, I don't even really dislike it, I guess. It's funny because they do all the running on walls and jumping
yeah, I was
upside
saying the
down.
running on walls.
That's
is stupid.
that's the fun part.
Yeah.
That's the cool parts of it. But I just think it's funny like how they. I just think of choreographing the gunfights. Like, all right, you're gonna lean out from behind that pillar and you're just gonna shoot an entire clip over that way, and you're not gonna hit him. And then we're gonna. Like that'll be so many shots in the gunfights as someone leans out, shoots a whole clip, doesn't hit anything. They just show somebody else. It does that so much. There's like no accurate. They'll feel like there's shots that are a full minute long of two dudes just standing there shooting directly at each other, and neither of them get hit by any bullets. Like they're just doing one flip, and like that's all that's happening. They both do like one flip sideways, a cartwheel, and they're both shooting two guns at each other, and neither of them gets hit. And then the bad guy will get hit by one bullet, and then it goes back into regular speed.
Yeah, it's the complete opposite of John Wick.
John Wick gunfights are full speed the whole
Full
time.
speed, everybody shot's a headshot.
Full accuracy. You know what I'm
There's a
saying? He
big
barely
comment
misses
on that.
shots. If he does, it's because they're like wrestling. He's doing kung fu at the same time.
But yes, that's gonna be a funny day when we see Matrix 4 and John Wick 4.
Hell yeah. I hope Matrix 4 is more of that same thing, but in like non-Euclidean structure.
I can't fathom what Matrix 4 will be.
Yeah,
Thinking about
I imagine Matrix 4 is going to be Neo is old and has to teach the new generation of kids to, I don't know, leave the Matrix. That's probably what's going to be to start some new stupid trilogy.
they should.
Yeah,
open with Neo monologuing and then flying into the sky, and then Rage Against the Machine plays, and then the credits hit. That's my optimal version of Matrix 4 is one Neo monologue, and then he flies away and.
But the Neo monologue is an hour and a half.
I hope so. God, I hope so.
It's just one solid camera angle, uninterrupted.
Oh man, yeah, Matrix rules, except for 2 out of the 3 of them.
That's the majority of them.
Yeah, except for most of the Matrix kicks ass.
Yeah.
If you just ignore 2/3 of the Matrix, God, the Matrix is legendary. Wow, the Matrix fucking rules. It's so weird because like 2 and 3 didn't even come that long after 1, but they feel like there's such a huge gap in the way they're like made.
They came pretty long after.
Really?
Yes.
I think the second one took a couple of years, but then the third one came right after.
Yeah, I know the third one comes
yeah.
right after the second one, but I don't think there's that big of a gap between 1 and 2, is there? Like, I know it's a couple years,
Pretty
but
sure.
because when did the Matrix come out? 99 or 8 or?
So, let's see.
I'm googling.
Matrix
it.
1 came out in 99. Matrix
Okay.
2 came out in 2003.
Okay, so that's a 4-year
that's 4
gap.
years.
That's not as big of a like.
Okay. I felt
then
it feels
Matrix
bigger.
3
It
came
feels
out
like
in
a
2000.
huge gap. Like the first Matrix feels like so much older and smarter. And it's like there's only like a 4-year gap between these 2 movies, which means that making of them like is like it's not like they made it 4 years later. They were working on it, and I'm like, how?
I actually thought it was later. I thought this one came out in like 05, 06 or some shit.
No, I was like,
Yeah,
I know Matrix
thought it
1
came
came out like right before 2000, and these came out like
Yeah.
right after 2000.
I think they were working. They shot 2 and 3 they had to shoot them back to back because they came out.
They
the same
feel
year.
like that.
Yeah, no,
Or
yeah, they
maybe
were
even,
shot like
at
that.
the same time.
They were shot back to
Yeah.
back, and they came out like months apart in theaters. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
no, I remember that.
Yeah, same year.
And it definitely honestly, watching Matrix 3 just feels like you're still it feels like you're watching the end of Matrix 2 or something. They feel
Well,
like
I
they
mean,
should just
doesn't
be
it pick up right after.
Yeah, no, it feels like it should just be one big long pretty shitty movie. Yeah, that was it had the problem that I said like the new like Avengers have, where I'm like, it feels like they want to do so much but they don't have time, but they want to stuff as much bullshit in there as they can, but they don't really have time. But it's still so long. Like I was like, it feels like they want to do so much, but they just keep dragging out dumb shit and showing me shit and like just throwing things at me and then throwing them out because they don't have time. We have to move on. We have to go do this instead. And I'm like, but why?
Yeah,
I think Neo should have been in the fucking train station for at least half the movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, it's not they wasted. I don't know. They just have waste opportunities like that, like the train station. That could have been cool. Like
They definitely waste time. The middle is so much wasting time.
Yeah, there's so much wasted time right there. Yeah.
But it feels like they're trying to show you a lot. They keep showing you people and just little things happening, but it's like it's all just this big battle.
Yeah, everyone's
like-
talking about the battle and everyone's getting ready for it. So yeah, all that is a waste of time. They could have shortened all that up and made the battle shorter.
Cut the battle out.
Well, that's the whole point of it, that they're defending Zion. And,
I know, and it sucks.
Yeah,
Fucking
so they
get
gotta
rid-
show it.
They should have
but-
just showed Neo.
Yeah.
They should have reversed like the ratio of screen time. Like all the time they spent showing the dipshits yelling knuckle up in their robots and not showing Neo blind as shit on his little spaceship. They should reverse that. Show me a bunch of Neo and like a little bit of the guys doing robot shit.
Yeah. They should not enough Neo in the movie.
Not enough fights in general.
Yeah, not enough fights. Yeah, nothing happened in the middle of the movie.
The main fight of the movie is the big fucking dock fight, which is just guns.
Yeah.
And it's like the worst of the gunfights because it's just them shooting at masses of CGI. Like it's like they're shooting at swarms of bugs. Like it's nothing. Like,
Yeah, it's just big swarms they're shooting at.
it's
and,
just
yeah.
chaos. It's just stuff on
And
your
it's cool.
screen.
It's cool for a little bit.
It's cool for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, for like the first little bit you see of it, you're like, oh, this is pretty cool. The mechs look pretty cool.
Yeah, no, the mechs seem cool. And then like at the very beginning when they're all just shooting at the thing when they're all coming out the hole, like honestly, they should have just stopped showing me that shit pretty much after it was like they're all shooting the hole and a bunch are just coming in and a couple are getting through. But then that thing happens where a fucking bazillion come through really fast and then they like sweep through that building and destroy it. Stop showing me the battle after that. Like, because after that, nothing happens. It's the exact same thing for like at least another 20-25 minutes. Yeah, no, cut that shit out. Matrix 3 should have been at least a half hour shorter.
Yeah, they could make half an hour shorter.
Yeah, there's at least a half hour of nothing fucking happening.
And then, half an hour shorter, and then, make the end fight scene better. All they need to do, make the end fight scene better, and then make the train man have a fight scene.
Train man needed a fight.
And then, the movie's fixed.
Honestly, yeah, them dropping the train man thing was like the worst thing in the movie, and it happens in the first third of the movie. And you immediately realize, like, once he gets out, like, oh, we're never seeing that. Like, why would he go back?
Yeah, there's no reason to.
And just so you immediately lose all you're like deflated for the rest of the movie. Like, well, now, like, oh, they took away like the one really cool thing from the beginning of the movie. That just goes away.
And it's really funny because it would have made sense for Neil to beat him because he goes and tells him that
he's God. He
goes and tells him that he's God down there.
That's the point of Neo is that he would win the fight anyway because he's also God.
Yeah, I know. So like that's a fight to show everybody.
Oh my God,
that would
could have been one of the best fights.
Yeah,
of the whole fucking
would have made sense. It would have been a really good fight scene.
You're God, brother. You're preaching to the choir right now. You have no idea how bad I want to train. It was the first thing I thought. Saw Train Man when he punched Neo. I was like, oh fuck yeah, this fight's gonna kick ass.
Nope.
What fight?
Fucking sucks. Other than that, like what fights are there even in the fucking Matrix 3? There's like the last fight. I know the Asian dude in the white jacket and shit. I know he fights at least like once for 2 seconds because I saw him fighting. I was like, damn, this guy's badass. Who the fuck is this guy? And then you pointed out that it was I forgot that he was like the Oracle's like
bodyguard
or whatever. Like I totally forgot that he fights Neo for like 2 seconds because I was just confused. Like, why are they just friends with this super badass guy and I've never seen him before? Like, why the fuck were they not hanging out with this guy the whole time? This guy fucking rules. And then he was like, oh, it's the Oracle's. I was like, oh yeah, he is the Oracle's bodyguard. I forgot Neo fights him, which was fucking cool.
Yeah, that was a good fight scene. That was a memorable fight scene from the second one.
Yeah, no, that was badass. I just forgot it was him. Like until you pointed out, I was like, oh yeah, no, duh, that's that guy.
Hearing you guys talk about the Matrix 3, I don't remember any of that.
Maybe you didn't see it like Joey Z.
No, like I didn't care. I saw it. It's just kind of just washed through me. I don't know. Like the first one, I can like remember everything. Second one, bits and pieces. Third one, I just remember the end. That's really it.
That's
and like robots shooting other robots.
That's how I felt leaving the movie. I was like, man, I'm gonna forget all about how everything in this movie happens in like a month. Like, all I'll remember is the fucking thing happens at the end, and there's the thing with the robots, and then I'll probably never forget the train man betrayal. Like that was such a betrayal to me. I was like, I have never felt so like smacked in the nuts by a movie. Like straight up, that shit was like, fuck you personally. I felt like it was straight to me. Like, yeah, fuck you, asshole. Try to enjoy this, dickhead. Like,
maybe until the fourth one's gonna open up.
Bro, the fourth one opens up with the train man and Neo fighting.
Yeah,
it's just like, I'm sorry, flashing on we're sorry, and it just keeps popping up, and they're just dun 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 dun. They're doing badass kung fu. Yeah, no, I'd mark out.
Yeah, that'd be badass.
Keanu Reeves looks at the camera and says, "I'm sorry, Joey Z."
Straight up, if in Matrix 4 at any point Neo is doing anything and looks at the camera and just says, "I'm sorry," it's the fucking second best Matrix. Instantly. If there's any apology in Matrix 4,
I mean, apologies.
if I ever feel like any character in Matrix 4 is apologizing to the audience, second best Matrix movie. Instantly. Don't even care what else happens.
Nope.
How could you?
God, I love the Matrix.